Welcome to Glorious Botafogo, your number one source of Botafogo news in English. I know it's been, almost a couple of weeks now since my last update. I missed the updates on the victory against Vasco da Gama on the Derby. I missed the update on the disappointing tie versus Cuiabá at home at the Newton Santos. Mostly because my life outside of work, outside of this, recording content for the channel and being active on the social media pages and the website, again gloriousbotafogo.com. It's been super busy the last couple of weeks, really, to be quite honest, 3 weeks, and I just didn't really have the time to come over here and record a video. However, the content didn't stop. I recorded an interview with Euronews. I was very happy to be invited by Euronews, which is the biggest news portal in Europe. They're doing a coverage of Botafogo, of the Libertadores. And obviously, with Botafogo being in the final, Matt Coleman from Euronews invited me to participate on their Libertadores special that's going to air next week, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, it's going to air next week. And the date, to be exact, I think it's going to be next Thursday. Matt and I talked about Botafogo. We talked about last season. We talked about this season and what my expectations were. And I also did a podcast with our good friends at the Smoking Snake, Peter and Enric. We recorded an episode yesterday. It was about an hour long, almost, maybe 45 minutes or so. And that's going to be out this week. So it's not that I haven't done any content at all for this channel. I just haven't uploaded a video that goes directly here on YouTube and here on X and on Instagram for the guys, for all you guys that watch. And so I just want to say again, thank you very much for all the support you've given me over the last couple of years on this channel and on X and on my social media, especially on X. You guys are a big driving force and a big part of what I do with Glorious Botafogo. It's because of you guys and because of this YouTube channel. Man, again, 2 weeks, so there's been a lot of stuff, right? Botafogo beat Vasco 3-0 at the Newton Santos at home. One of the very few last matches that the club is going to have at home. Vasco Cuiabá, which Botafogo tied 0-0 in a match where Cuiabá just cared about defending and not getting scored on. They're fighting relegation. And it's like I was talking to Peter and Eric on the Smoking Snake podcast. I was using a boxing metaphor to say that, if anybody wants to stand in the middle of the ring with Botafogo, they're going to get knocked out. So the only way that the teams can kind of stay toe-to-toe with Botafogo is by playing defensively and hoping that they can score a goal on a counterattack or on a corner or a free kick or anything like that. And that was basically the Cuiabá game, when Cuiabá didn't really have the chances. Botafogo wasn't competent enough to score the chances. But, nothing. I've seen some posts of people complaining and this and that. Guys, listen, we are in the Libertadores final. We are in first place in the Brasileirão. Why are we booing? I don't understand. This is the moment that we need support. Support from the stands, support from everybody. There's no place for booing. And I get that some people don't want to clap at the end of the match for a disappointing tie at home against a team that's fighting relegation. I get it, but booing, come on. We're better than that. But Botafogo tied with Cuiabá. And then this Wednesday, in a couple of days from now, Botafogo and Atlético Mineiro will play not for Libertadores, but for the Brasileirão. Botafogo and Atlético will meet at the in Arena Independência, I believe, because Atlético Mineiro has lost the rights to play their matches at home due to how the fans acted in the final of the Copa do Brasil versus Flamengo. They threw all sorts of stuff on the pitch. They threw a homemade bomb on the pitch that blew, and I don't know if it was the wrist of a photographer, and it blew his foot or his leg. I'm sorry if I'm not remembering exactly. It's been a week and a half. So Atlético Mineiro Galo has lost all of the rights to have fans in the stands and to play at home because of that incident until the end of the Brasileirão, I'm pretty sure, and beyond. So against, in the final, in the Libertadores final, that's not going to be a problem. They will be going to Argentina. I believe the last I heard was about 12,000 tickets sold to Atlético Mineiro. Let me do a little quick search here. Yeah, I'm not gonna do a deep dive here, guys. I'm not gonna spend 30 minutes looking for this. But last time I heard, it was about anywhere between 10 and 15,000 tickets sold to Atlético Mineiro and 40,000 tickets sold to Botafogo fans. So there's a big migration of Botafogo supporters going to Argentina, and it's basically like Botafogo sold out the Newton Santos in Argentina, in a different country, which is crazy. The most amount of supporters from a different country, from going from one country to another country in the Libertadores finals, historic. I mean, it's shaping up to be one hell of a party, one hell of a match. Again, in my humble opinion, respecting Atletico, respecting all the players and the coaching staff and everybody that works there, because you're not there by accident. If you got to the final of the Libertadores, it is not by accident. You didn't just land off a parachute, okay? You got there by your own feet and your own merits. But I think Botafogo is the favorite in this match. I think we are. And I think we are quite honestly, we're the favorite by a lot, mainly due to how Atlético Mineiro has been playing lately. If you look at they lost the Copa do Brasil to Flamengo, and now they've had 2 ties and 3 losses in their last 5 matches in the Brasileirão, and they're actually in danger of relegation, which is crazy. This is why the Brasileirão is such a good tournament. It is the most competitive tournament in the world, and if you don't agree, I'm sorry, you're just wrong. You're just wrong. You're flat out wrong. It is the most competitive tournament in the world. Atlético Mineiro is in the final of the Libertadores, and there are 5 matches. There's 15 points, and the first team outside the relegation zone has 37, and Atlético Mineiro has 42. That's 2 matches. They tied 2 and lost 3. So if they don't get it together, Atlético Mineiro can be in danger of being relegated, which is crazy. I don't think they will be, to be quite honest with you. I don't think Atlético Mineiro is going to be relegated because that's just crazy. That's just crazy, man. If that happens, then this is going to be a season that would have been, a dream season to just a complete failure and nightmare of a season. I don't think so. I think it's going to be Atlético Goianiense, Cuiabá. Cuiabá is basically relegated, so it makes the fact that we lost points then even more frustrating. And then we got Red Bull Bragantino and Juventude. And then right there with them is Criciúma, Fluminense, Atlético Paranaense, Vitória, Grêmio, Corinthians, Atlético Mineiro, Vasco. I think up to Vasco da Gama, which is 9th place. I think up to that, they need to be aware of what's going on. Let me see if I can show it to you guys real quick. So there's the Brasileirão, there's Vasco, and basically from there down, I believe are teams that, could be relegated. I think it stops about right there. I think 39, 40, 41, that's an extra victory with 5 matches left. It will be tough for anybody from Corinthians, Mineiro, and Vasco to be relegated. It'd be really tough. It'll be grounds for firing everybody and start over brand new if they get relegated, one of these 3 guys. So for me, it's basically from Grêmio all the way down to Bragantino fighting for these last 2 spots. I don't know. My dream bottom 4, Atlético Goianiense, Cuiabá, Fluminense, and Atlético Paranaense. That would be my dream bottom four. But I don't think it's going to go much different than this right here. Fluminense may not. I think Fluminense might be. So Atlético Paranaense, Criciúma, Juventude, Bragantino fighting for those last two. Fighting to stay away from those last two spots. I was trying to find something from Gallo. I just couldn't find it. Anyways, again, there's a lot has happened. And this might be a 30-minute video, right? Because it's 2 weeks worth of videos that I haven't recorded. But there are a couple of important things that I want to talk about. One of them being how Olympique Lyonnais is going through an incredible tough time. Incredibly tough, financially speaking. Even the DNC has told John Texer that Lyon is going to get a transfer ban and could be relegated to League Two if they don't provide all of the necessary securities to show them that they have the money to support the operations. Tough, man. Tough spot to be in. I think once John Texter sells Crystal Palace, 75 million euros it's basically what Lyon needs to show, is going to go into their bank account. So I think that's going to be okay. And again, some of the Olympique Lyonnais fans saying that, the money came off of their pockets, and who is going to, is Botafogo going to put the money in there to help Lyonnais? Because if we've been using it's not like that at all. I've already explained it here, how it is. You look at Botafogo's team, majority of the players came on a free transfer. Only about 3 or 4 the money was spent on. And those players probably will most likely be sold in the summer of next year. Like if Botafogo wins the Libertadores, Amada, Luis Henrique, and Igor Jesus will most likely not be going. Most likely. Unless it's like a real danger for Olympique Lyonnais to be sold. And by that time, you sell the players, you help Lyonnais, because it's imperative that Olympique Lyonnais does well. It's imperative. It's of most urgency that Lyonnais does well. The Botafogo Academy has been doing really good. They are in the final of the Brasileirão under 23. Botafogo beat Santos at the Vila Belmiro, which is Santos' home, by 4-3 on penalties. Matheus Nascimento scored. He's been doing really well in the U23, as well as Cauê. He's also been doing really well. And Botafogo won. There's going to be a fan fest at the Newton Santos on the 30th. They're going to have big screens showing the match. There's going to be party, drinks. I mean, you name it. It's going to be a big party to watch the Libertadores final, which, if everything goes correctly, Botafogo will win. The final will be played with Atlético Mineiro using its black and white striped shirt with black shorts and black socks. And Botafogo will wear all white. Botafogo will be on completely in white, which is symbolic, right? Because when the kits came out, the white represents the future of this club, and nothing more poetic than Botafogo winning the Libertadores wearing the shirt that represents the future of this club. And then one more thing, John Texer said that Botafogo is going to look at making 4 signings in the likes of Luis Henrique, Thiago Almada, like big names, probably to, replenish the ones that are going away. But it's really cool. The fact that this is all happening is awesome. And I cannot wait for Saturday. I am going to be streaming the game. I'm going perhaps live. I might do a live stream for that one. And I can't wait for that day, to be quite honest with you. It's going to be hopefully a victory for us. But I got to go because this is going to be a long video and you guys are not going to watch a 30-minute video. So that is it for now. If anything else comes out, we'll be here to give you more details. Botafogo and Atlético Mineiro for the Brasileirão this Wednesday. And then there's going to be Palmeiras on the following week. And then the Libertadores final. So there's a lot of important things happening. Botafogo Wednesday, Vitória Saturday, and then Palmeiras on Tuesday. It's all coming down to this, guys. It's next week is going to be so important. Botafogo could secure the Brasileirão title and the Libertadores title in the same week. Let's hope it happens, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.